So today we're detailing this Land Rover Defender, and we're back at the rear end of the car. It's looking really good back here, but this exhaust tip is just letting it down. This owner has a MagnaFlow exhaust on the vehicle, but it's obviously seen better days. It's pretty dirty, it's kind of oxidized, it has a lot of water stains on the outside and even some black heavy duty on my carbon buildup on the inside of the tip. So today we're gonna clean and polish it using heavy metal polish from Chemical Guys. Now, to get started, I need to clean off all this dirt and debris before I start to actually rub the tip with a metal polish. I don't want to grind any of that metal polish into the tip. So you don't need any special tools when you're working with metal tips or anything. You just need some old microfiber towels and some kind of a cleaner. If the tip isn't that dirty, you can use a glass cleaner. I have Signature Series glass cleaner right here. If it has a little more dirt, a little more carbon, you can use an all-purpose cleaner or a degreaser. I'm gonna go with Nonsense for this job. Nonsense is an all-purpose cleaner, has no color and no odor. So it's safe to use anywhere around the car on any type of surface. You can even use it on paintwork, on rubber or plastic, even fabric on the inside or outside of the car. So it's perfect to use on the metal exhaust tip here. So I already have Nonsense diluted 10-to-1 for any exterior jobs. And I'm just gonna get started by spraying down the tip. I'm gonna get on the bottom of the tip and even on the inside. Now I'm gonna take my microfiber towel and just wipe all the dirt off from the tip. I'll even come inside the ring here. And you can see all the carbon that's on the inside of the tip. Okay, I'm gonna clean off all this debris. Now you can see that the chrome is nice and shiny, but we have all these water spots and bits of buildup and carbon around the ring of the tip here. So all that's gonna come off when I use a metal polish. So I'm gonna take another microfiber towel and some heavy metal polish. I like to use heavy metal polish on metal work on the outside of the car when it's looking fairly spotted like this, when it's pretty oxidized, like around the ring of the tip here. I can take off all this heavy buildup and oxidation pretty easily and quickly. You just take some metal polish. You first give it a quick shake, make sure it's mixed up. I'm just gonna put a few dabs out on this towel, right? Set that down. Then you just take it by hand. You don't need any machine or anything when you're polishing metal. I'm just gonna spread this out over the tip. I'm just gonna work it in. You just scrub back and forth. It helps to break down any oxidation or substances on the outside that are causing spotting, anything weird like that on the tip. So you'll notice as you work the metal polish over the tip, it starts to break down, it starts to wear off. So you're gonna have to add a little more metal polish than you would if you were doing paint work. So I'm just gonna add a little more polish on my towel and keep working around the exhaust tip. Now I notice I'm pulling off a lot of this oxidation, I'm pulling off a lot of the dirt, a lot of the surface water spots. There's some etching on here, and I'm just not gonna be able to get things like etching deep into the surface off. To remove things like that from metal, you just have to get the surface refinished. There's really nothing you can do for heavier duty etching from chemicals. And whatever was splashed up off the road onto this tip, damage like that cannot be removed with a light surface polish. But I'm taking off a lot of the hazy look. And you notice the tip is looking extremely shiny. It's looking a lot better. I'm just gonna continue along the back side of this tip and along the bottom as well. Just add a little more metal polish onto my towel. Come around to the back side here. There's all kinds of buildup that you get on exhaust tips. You get standard road dirt and grime, mud and water that gets splashed up. You get a lot of carbon too. It gets blown out the exhaust. I'm gonna add a little more polish just to get the inside of the tip all around here. I want to get all the carbon, all the nastiness from inside here. Let's scrub that out. So I tell you, wow, it's taken off a lot of this stuff. There's really heavy carbon built up in here. It's hard to break through it, but the heavy metal polish is putting a fat dent in it. It's taken off a lot of this stuff. Come all the way around. Another thing that the steel from the exhaust, it'll actually change color over time where it gets especially hot, like in parts on the inside of the tip here. So that's okay. It actually kind of adds to the look of the car. But the heavy dirt and the heavy carbon buildup, that obviously doesn't belong anywhere. So we're gonna try to take off as much as we can. You can see all the buildup that I'm pulling off here on the towel. Okay, so I've cleaned the front of the tip, I've cleaned all the sides. Now just to finish this off, I'm just gonna spray the whole tip down with some glass cleaner. I'm gonna use the glass cleaner just for the final wipe. I don't need anything heavy duty. I just wanna take off any light polish residue that I have on the surface. I'm gonna take my last towel here, and just wipe off all this residue from the tip. There we go. So you see that with the heavy metal polish, a little bit of elbow grease, a couple old towels, we can restore a lot of the look back to any chrome or stainless steel exhaust tips and exhaust pieces. Now this is looking really fresh, really new, and it really helps to set off the back end of this Land Rover here. Okay, now that I have this wiped down, I want to help maintain this look. I want to help reduce the chances of any splashed up debris from sticking onto this exhaust tip. So I'm going to protect it with a little bit of Jet Seal. Now I like to use Jet Seal on any exterior part of the car that is painted, shiny, or clear. So you can use this on paintwork, you can use it on glass, optical plastic like your headlights or taillights, or even polished metal like on rims or exhaust tips. Now it's better to use a sealant like Jet Seal rather than a wax on exterior parts that get especially hot, like exhaust tips, because sealants are man-made synthetic waxes and they're more durable in things like extreme heat or extreme cold. So all I need is a few little dabs on a microfiber applicator and spread it out over the whole tip. That's all you need to do. Get it on all the chrome surfaces, even under this mount here. There we go. And I'll even get a ring inside the tip here. Very cool. So Jet Seal needs to bond to the surface and cure for 15 to 20 minutes until it's dry. I'm just gonna let this cure for a few minutes, and then I'll be ready to buff it off. See you in a second. All right, so we waited the 15 minutes. Jet Seal is now totally cured. I'm gonna pull up a fresh microfiber towel. I'm just gonna buff off any residue. Now you can see we have a beautifully restored exhaust tip here. We polished off a lot of the residue and a lot of the water spots and a lot of the carbon that was built up around the tip. Now it's looking totally fresh and really shiny. Then we protected it with Jet Seal to help it maintain this look. So as we drive down the road or through any rivers or whatever, it helps the water beat off and reduces the chances of anything sticking on it. If you have any questions about heavy metal polish, you can check it out on our website. Link is right below. If you want to learn how to detail any part of your vehicle, interior or exterior, and even hardcore things like polishing exhaust tips, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have over 600 videos showing you how to detail just about anything. You got a nice car, let's keep it clean with Chemical Guys.